how are you managing the role of empathy and dealing with the individual when you're having those conversations with the AI chatbot? And that's sometimes difficult to tweak. But I'll have your take on it. How is the chatbot dealing with empathy when dealing with these individuals? Of course, it does depend on what is the basic training and the purpose of the chatbot.
Yeah, that's a very good question. That's very hard to actually implement. Um, in hospitals and in patient experience, that's a very different world because you're dealing with health, where you're dealing with the health of the people. So that's very hard to actually be to actually be able to empathize through a chatbot. You have to be very narrow with that part of the process. Currently, we haven't figured empathy through the chatbot of for a hospital. So, for example, when a patient just asks something about several symptoms, or they want to know, or they feel bad, or they feel like, or sometimes their mother or their father is sick, or their daughter is sick. Of course, that if you want the chat to empathize with the user, that doesn't feel human, and you can mess up a lot of things with that. So what we've done is, like, this is just a robot, and we're just answering this type of questions. If you want to make a consultation, please say that you want to make a consultation. We have these doctors, and that's it. We don't try to empathize with the user, because it's very hard. You deal with a lot of things that can get really wrong with that. I know that some companies have done it, and they actually have done pretty well, but we haven't now go into that space. On the side of recruiting, for example, that's also part of you have to be to empathize with the user, because there's a lot of candidates that don't pass through the different stages or for the recruiting process. So when they don't have the profile that you're looking for in the company for the position, you have to uh, tell them, like, thank them for their time and that. So you have to be very careful with the wording. So what we do is we narrow the answers of the chatbot with a specific wording for the company that actually communicates what the company wants to say, and that way we try to empathize a little bit. And we have these little words that we call them connectors, that within the chatbot we always implement, like, I don't know, for example, amazing, great, something like that, that they feel like it's not just something that the chatbot starts answering, because it's very hard also to implement a chatbot. For example, in a website, it's quite easier because you can actually make a real conversation. But within WhatsApp or within other messaging tools, you're expecting the exact answer with the message. So when they send a message, the chatbot answers to that message. The bad thing about that is the message that the user is sending. Usually, as you know, we as people, we don't just text one message and then expect one answer. We text a message, but that message is divided in different parts. So you one message, another message, and then the chatbot has to process all the data and then answer on that. And to be empathetic on that part of the process is very difficult. So that's why we implement these little wordings, these little words, where they just connect the different conversation, and then when we get all the intent of the user, then we can actually give the real answer that they are expecting for.
Thanks for watching, and I appreciate you as a valuable viewer. And if you liked this segment, you can watch all of the different individual segments or the whole podcast to have a broader understanding on this topic. Just check the links in the description or what you see on the screen right now. I'm Dr. Umer Khan. Looking forward to seeing you again. Thank you.